Time is the most powerful tool in investing. But what if you don't have 40 years left to wait? Is the game already over if you're starting at 45 or even 55? Today, we're cutting through the noise and looking at the cold, hard numbers for those starting midlife. I'll show you the conservative math you can actually count on, and then we'll look at what happens if historical returns repeat themselves. Stick around until the end, where I'll show you that a secure and comfortable retirement is still within reach, even when time is working against you. In this plan, our target is a monthly dividend check of $1,000. To get there, we're aiming for a total portfolio of roughly $240,000. I'm basing the math on a conservative 7% annual return, but I'll also show you what happens if the historical 10% returns of the last decade continue. Let's start with the 35-year-old. To reach that $1,000 goal by age 65, you only need to invest around $210 a month. That's roughly the cost of a few nice dinners out. At our conservative 7% estimate, those $210 a month will grow into your target of $240,000. But here is the kicker. If we see those historical 10% returns, that same $210 a month doesn't just hit the target, it explodes into over $415,000. Instead of $1,000 a month, you'd be looking at over $1,700 every single month in passive income. That's enough to cover your utilities, your insurance, or even your entire rent. Even if you only reach the conservative goal, you've secured your basic survival for life. Now, you might be wondering, where do these 7 to 10% returns come from? We're talking about a solid foundation of dividend growth ETFs, like SCHD, or total market funds like VOO, combined with reliable individual payers like Realty Income. This isn't gambling, it's consistent compounding. But look at what happens when you wait just 10 years to start. For a 45-year-old with 20 years left until retirement, the monthly investment jumps from $210 to $465 to reach that same $1,000 monthly goal. At a conservative 7%, you hit your $240,000 target. But again, if we see those historical 10% returns, your $465 a month grows to over $350,000. That turns your $1,000 monthly check into nearly $1,450. At this stage, you're not just covering small bills, you're wiping out your monthly grocery budget and your utility costs combined. You're building real breathing room for your golden years. Think about that jump from $210 to $465. It's a wake-up call, but it also reveals a secret that most people miss. At 45, you still have 240 months of compounding ahead of you. When you invest in companies like Realty Income or SCHD, you aren't just waiting for the stock price to go up. You are collecting rent and profits every single month or quarter. In the beginning, your dividends might only buy you a cup of coffee. But after 10 years, that dividend snowball starts to pick up speed. By the time you hit year 15 or 20, your dividends are buying more shares than you are with your own paycheck. That is the tipping point. That is when you stop working for your money and your money starts doing the overtime for you. This transition is what makes a $1,000 monthly check possible, even if you feel like you started late. It's not about finding the next moonshot stock. It's about the boring, relentless math of reinvestment. Before I reveal the numbers for those starting at 55, I need to be 100% transparent with you. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. These numbers are based on historical averages and mathematical models to show you what's possible, but the stock market has no guarantees. Always do your own research before putting your hard-earned money at risk. Now, let's talk about the 55-year-old. This is where we hit the hard truth. If you are 55 and starting from zero today, you only have about 10 years left until age 65. To reach that $1,000 monthly dividend goal in just a decade, you would need to invest roughly $1,400 every single month. At this stage, time is no longer doing the heavy lifting. You are essentially buying your retirement with your current salary. But if you've already managed to save up a bit, let's say $10,000, the picture looks quite different. That starting capital acts like a booster rocket. With $10,000 already in the engine, your monthly requirement to hit that $1,000 dividend goal drops from $1,400 to around $1,275. It might not seem like a world of difference, but over 10 years, that $10,000 saves you from having to find an extra $15,000 out of your own pocket. And if we hit those historical 10% returns, your $10,000 start plus your monthly contributions could push your monthly check toward $1,400. So, even if the numbers feel heavy, that doesn't mean you shouldn't invest. Every single dollar you can find right now is so much more valuable than a dollar you find tomorrow. Starting late is always better than never starting at all. You can still dramatically sweeten your retirement and give yourself a safety net that most people simply won't have. The numbers don't lie. The best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is right now. Whether you are 35, 45, or 55, the math shows that building a passive income stream is possible if you are disciplined and consistent. A $1,000 monthly check might cover your rent, your groceries, or just give you the peace of mind that your basic survival is taken care of. But it only happens if you take that first step. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Even a $200 or $500 dividend check will change your life in retirement. Now, if you're ready to take action, I've made it easy for you. Just subscribe to my channel, and if you want to dive deep into the foundation with SCHD and VOO, click the video on the left. But if you're more interested in the monthly powerhouse that is realty income, click the video on the right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.